So, I'm very mindful of the Donaldson family in the course of this long trial, and indeed of the victims' families who have had to watch all of this. And I want to say that the Justice Minister, Jim O'Callaghan, should meet the family of Denis Donaldson as quickly as possible, and that there's an onus on both governments and everyone else, and I include myself in this, to try and deal with these legacy issues as best that we can. So I want to thank the court. Tá mé faoir bhuaic an cuairt ar an bretham agus tá mé mar a dúirt Paul, tá mé han sásta leis an verdict. From my perspective, taking this case was about putting manners on the British Broadcasting Corporation. I know many, many journalists. I like to think that I get on well with the most of them. And I wish you well, and I would uphold your right to do your job. But the British Broadcasting Corporation upholds the ethos of the British state in Ireland. And in my view, it's out of sync in many, many fronts with the Good Friday Agreement. It hasn't caught on to where we are on this island as part of the process, the continuing process of building peace and justice and harmony, and hopefully in the time ahead, unity. So I don't want to be leaving anyone out. And Dúirt Paul Giddy beag faoi political interference. I'm very mindful that this case could have been settled. The licence payers are going to pay for this. The BBC aren't using their own money. Spotlight aren't using their own money. It's the licence payers, and as Paul Tweed has said, this could have been sorted out a long time ago. But I'm mindful of an unrelated case, again, which I won, and which the Supreme Court in London decided that I and up to 300 or 400 other internees had been unlawfully detained. And the British Prime Minister is refusing to pay. I don't mind, but is refusing to pay compensation to what are now quite elderly former internees. And he has actually said that he will use every conceivable mechanism to prevent compensation being paid. So if you want an explanation why this went on for 9 years and why we spent 5 weeks here, I think there is direct political interference with this. So anyway, thanks for sticking it with us, all of you, and good luck. And
Mr. Adams, could I ask, the court has heard an awful lot about your reputation. It heard about allegations of your leadership.
We're not answering questions.
It heard about this being allegedly an attempt to launder your reputation. What do you think that this outcome means for your reputation?
Well, I've always been satisfied with my reputation. Obviously, like yourself, we all have flaws in our character, but the jury made the decision, and let's accept the outcome, and let's accept what the jury said. And thank you.
How much do you think
No more questions. Thank you.
No more questions.